Hello and welcome back to my cozy channel. If you are new here, my name is Julia. I am the artist and business owner behind French Rose Studios, and this is the first of hopefully 12 vlogs that I'm going to make for 2026. I'll be honest, I meant to start recording this a hell of a lot sooner. It is currently the 10th of January, and honestly, at the end of last year, I did a little bit of a market vlog and I really enjoyed myself and had a lot of fun. And I thought, why not do monthly vlogs in the kind of style of the creator, influencer, I don't know what her title is, Lily Singh. She does these fun kind of monthly vlogs where she just captures snippets from her month, and that's what I'm hoping to do here. So please help keep me accountable. I don't know when I'm going to post them, but they will capture each month. So 10th of Jan, what you have missed out on so far is I have started my Europe collection. So it's been a little bit tricky in this heat to be painting too much, especially acrylics, because everything dries super fast. But I've gotten it started and I'm excited to progress with my Europe collection. I'm currently in the middle of the launch for my online watercolor course, which is both exciting and a little bit nerve-wracking. I spent 10 months over the last year building Nature's Palette Beginner's Watercolor. So it's a beginner's watercolor course. People who are complete novices can take it. People who have some experience can take it. Really designed for anyone that just wants to create with watercolors and maybe just needs a little bit of guidance. I have had 3 students join so far in my launch week, which is awesome. But my goal is 5. And so I'm hoping against hope that I get a couple of more people join up before the end of this launch. It'll still be open afterwards. The launch week is just where I'm going to be giving a lot of effort into advertising and sharing about the course. And there's also a 15% discount. But here thereafter, like whenever you're watching this YouTube video, it is going to be available for you at full price. If you're interested, I will put the link to my website with heaps of details below. So that is where that is at. I also, over the Christmas break, bought myself like a backdrop to do markets, and my mum helped sew some material to use like as curtains. So I have that now, and I have a little banner that says my name, which is amazing, but I have no markets booked. So that's just kind of a manifestation. That is where I'm at so far. The weather has finally cooled down enough that I can get stuck back into this painting I've done. I think I'm done with the sky. I love how it's not super showing up on camera, but it's almost kind of purpley. I did use purple, so that makes sense. But I cannot wait to add all of the autumn foliage, and yeah, I think that sky color is going to be a winner. I've been very remiss in filming this month, so it's going to be probably a short January vlog, but I did remember to whip out the camera. I am about to take the calendar over to someone who purchased it off my website. I know her. It's for her mum. Her mum gets them every year, which is just the best feeling, especially with like repeat customers. The fact that they connect with my stuff so deeply that they keep coming back, and that her mum was asking, where is my 2026 calendar? So going to finish wrapping that up and drive off and drop it to her. I'm looking slightly glam because I'm meeting friends for dinner later. I do not usually look this glamorous in the studio. is the end of a work day. I'm a little bit tired. Going to the office always makes me a little bit tired. Bright fluorescent lights always make my eyes a bit sore. There is the temptation to just sit on the couch and do nothing. Sometimes I do that, but sometimes I come and paint until I get hungry and need dinner, because that is better than doom scrolling. It is way better for my soul, especially after today. Today was in Australia Parliament sitting day, where they were doing a heap of condolence motions for the Bondi terrorist attack that happened in December 2025, so last year, and really impactful. And what I've decided to take away from hearing all of those stories is living life to the fullest. Yes, rest is absolutely important, but also I get so much joy and my cup feels so full from painting, so I'm going to do a bit of that this evening. Okay, it is getting a bit too hot to be painting, with acrylics at least, unfortunately. My palette is literally drying as I'm trying to paint with it. The paints are getting tacky, and I like to live mix my paints. I don't mix them up in advance. I kind of really go with the flow with my acrylics. So this is not conducive to good painting. I will get frustrated easily, I know. So I'm going to pause it there, probably for the day, unfortunately, because it's only going to get hotter, and like it didn't get below 30 until 9 p.m. last night, and it's set to be about the same today, so this one's going to have to wait, which is so frustrating. I really thought I'd get further progress this weekend, but thankfully I have my watercolors I can go on with and a few other things to spend my public holiday doing. I just had a thought, since I can't be doing any painting with my acrylics now like I'd hoped to, let me show you around the studio, because this is the first kind of monthly vlog, and if you're new here, maybe you haven't seen what my cozy studio looks like. So let me give you a tour. So as I walk into my studio, this is the beautiful sight that greets me. Keep my calendar up with all of my plans, my to-dos. I have this trolley that I got from Spotlight years ago, which is often very messy, as you can see. I have not cleaned the studio before doing this tour. This is a real life look. And I keep, honestly, most of my supplies that I use, I'll keep in the top shelf. The bottom is when I do furniture upcycling just for myself. I've got a few pieces and tools in there. Middle shelf we're not going to talk about. And then swing over to my desk, and this is where I do all of my watercolors and some of my smaller scale acrylic paintings. And I like to keep this wall behind my desk as a bit of an inspiration wall. It's a lot of postcards that I've gathered from travels and prints and artworks from other artists and artworks by myself as well. A bit of a mishmash. and I try to keep the tabletop mostly clear. These are all of the supplies that I regularly use: my pens, my waterproof pens, paint brushes for watercolors. I also, as you can see, have a bit of a collection of candles at the moment. I stocked up at a recent market. I like to have a candle burning when I'm painting in the evening, adds to the cozy vibes. I have this desk easel that helps keep my artworks propped up. I don't always use it, but it does help my back and is really handy for that. And I have a few other little pieces from other small businesses that I've either bought or been gifted. And of course, my canvas lamp, which helps me film everything. I am now proudly an affiliate with this beautiful small business based in America. If you want 10% off their site, you can use my code FRS10 and get 10% off. And then if we swing around, this is the other side of my studio. So this is where all of the big paintings take place. So it is a bit cramped for me to give you a full view, but as you can see, I've got my easel here with my current on-the-go project. And I have honestly, it's just a piece of wood on top of a stool that serves as my little table behind my easel. And I keep all of my paints. This is a wet palette I got when I was a teenager, and it's really handy because that is also the lid which keeps my palette wet whenever I'm working on it live. It has gotten really tacky and dry, so I'm actually going to let it dry out, peel it all off and start again. I keep some of my older artworks that I've completed that are available for purchase, this one in particular, as well as some new canvases ready to paint. And then on this wall here is mostly my artworks now, with a couple of exceptions. I see you, Jess. Some of these are available for purchase. These 3 here are from my cozy collection. They're still available on my website. But some, like this one here, I decided to keep for myself. I did turn this one into prints, but I just had to keep the original for myself. I love it. And the pine forest I decided to keep because that's just become really special to me. Over this side, if I pan down, I also have another slight mess, but this is where I keep all of my extra stock and all of my market supplies. So in these tubs here is where I keep a heap of my market stall stands and supplies, and that tub behind there holds all of my original watercolors and my prints that I have on my website and also take to markets. And behind here, I have all of my tote bags and heaps more supplies as well. I have my tote rack, which I take to markets. It thankfully folds down in half, so it fits in the car okay. I have a new banner and a new backdrop to use at my markets next month, which I'm super excited to use. And then I have a little bit of storage in here. That other half is like winter clothes, and as you can see here, packaging supplies for online orders. Ignore the matcha down there. I didn't realize that'd be in frame. Oh well. And I also have started sewing, so now I keep my sewing machine there. This also does get pretty messy. So that's really raw and authentic view of my studio. I love this space. For the first couple of years that I lived here, it was just a spare bedroom. I had a mattress leaning up against a wall. I'll try and insert a clip, if I have it, of what this looked like when I first started to turn it into my studio compared to what it is today is just astounding, to be honest. And I think partly goes to show how far that I've come as an artist and as a business owner, and I just love this space. I love coming in here. But that being said, it is getting a bit warm and there is no air conditioning or ceiling fan in this room. So I'm gonna go head out to where it's a bit cooler in my house. It is the 30th of January and I have just made a big purchase. I've bit the bullet. I've been eyeing this off for a couple months now and I've heard really good things. So I'm off to collect my first DJI camera. I got the Osmo Pocket 3, the Creator Combo. I'm super excited. I cannot wait to use it both for these vlogs and filming in the studio and a lot of behind the scenes stuff, and for future international trips as well, to be honest. So I'm gonna go collect that. Okay, I have it. It is time to unbox. I'm so very excited. Oh my gosh. Here it is. Oh, it's so lightweight. Okay, I'm gonna go explore and have fun, and I will come back. Recording first video. Oh my gosh. Oh, I gotta do the tracking thing. Hold on. Okay, enough fun with my new camera, my new toy. It's so much fun. There is so much for me to explore on this. And yes, I'm filming this video on the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. Enough of that. I need to go off. I am heading off to the front, which 1 year ago today, I was having the opening night for my cozy collection. Oh my gosh, how time flies. And now, tonight, I'm going to support another artist who's having their opening night. An artist I actually know, which I'm sure it's going to be a beautiful exhibition, and I'll try and take some content if there's not too many people around, but I'm going to go off and enjoy that on this beautiful summer evening. Alright, we have reached the end of January. I'm yet to edit this all together, so I'm not quite sure how long this video has ended up being, but I do know that life is going to be a whole lot easier to record with this contraption. I have a lot to learn, but already I'm finding it so fun and useful, and I cannot wait to just vlog things that are not just me painting, creating art, but other parts of my life as an artist that I think you might find interesting. There are a couple things that I forgot to record this month, so I'm going to quickly flag them before we wrap this up. I have a brand new tote design that I got in the mail. This is one, as soon as I painted the artwork, I was like, this is going to be a tote, and this tote's going to have some words. None of my existing designs have any kind of words, sayings, slogans or anything, but this one is special. This one is our sunflower tote in the beautiful taupey coloured fabric, and the saying on the front is grow with the flow. Oh, that's going to be backwards. Anyway, the saying on the top is grow with the flow. Tomorrow I'm going to do a little bit of filming and some product photos to put this up on my website. By the time you're watching this, they will be live and available for you to shop perfectly in time for one of my favourite things in Canberra is March and April. It's my favourite time of year, and included in that is the sunflower maze that we have at Majura Valley. So I'm so looking forward to it, and that tote is definitely coming with me. I also have put in an order for some brand new prints, 4 new prints to be exact. Unfortunately, they're taking a bit longer than I'd hoped to get to me, but they should reach me in time for my sale. And I'm just looking over at my calendar, and yes, by the time that this is launched onto my YouTube channel, if you are watching this as soon as I have released it, you will be able to make the most of a sale that I have coming up. So I need my prints to arrive in the next few days, because my sale is going from the 5th to the 12th of February. So just before Valentine's Day. Speaking of which, Valentine's Day, I am joining the most amazing bookish market for Valentine's Day, organised by Romance Mafia, a small business here in Canberra. It's going to be featuring heaps of local authors, other bookish creators, and yours truly to help furnish your cozy reading nook. It is sure to be a fabulous day. It's a free market to attend. Come and check us out. It's at the Ainsley Arts Centre from 10 to 4 off the top of my head, but if you check out my Instagram account or Facebook, you will be able to see all the details I've posted there. I'm really looking forward to that. I can't believe that at the start of this vlog for this month, I mentioned I had no markets lined up and it was just a manifestation. And lo and behold, I have not one but 2 markets coming up. That's right, I have a second one that I'm booked for in March, and I'll talk more about that next month. But for now, I have a couple weeks to get ready for the Once Upon a Valentine market. I have to get ready for my sale, putting up new products, including that artwork over there peeping around in the corner. She needs to go on the website, so I've got things to do. I'm going to try and remember to record it all, but I'm going to wrap it up there. From wherever you are watching this, wherever in the world, whenever it is, I hope you're finding some small joys in your day, and I look forward to sharing more of my art and soul in the next vlog.